Have you ever dreamed of creating your own music, but felt held back because you don't play an instrument or know music theory? Well, get ready, because the world of music is being completely transformed by AI today. We're diving deep into two of the biggest names in generative music, Suno and Udio. Which one is the ultimate tool for creating your next hit song? Let's find out. First, let's talk about what generative music actually is. Simply put, it's music created by an artificial intelligence. You provide a prompted description of the song you want. Maybe some lyrics, and the AI composes and produces a full track for you. It's like having a professional music studio and a band of talented musicians right at your fingertips, ready to bring your ideas to life in seconds. The potential here is absolutely massive. It's not just for aspiring musicians. Filmmakers can create custom soundtracks. Content creators can get royalty-free background music. And anyone can just have fun creating songs for friends or special occasions. This technology is breaking down barriers and making music creation accessible to everyone. Now, let's meet our first contender, Suno. Suno has been a major player in this space for a while now and has built a huge community. When you first open it up, the interface is incredibly welcoming. You've got a simple box where you can type in your song idea and another for your lyrics. You can choose a style of music from a list or just describe it in your prompt. Let's try it out. I'm going to ask for a funky, upbeat 80s synth-pop track about a robot falling in love. For the lyrics, I'll write a simple verse and chorus. I'll just paste them in and hit create. Suno then generates two different versions of the song for me to choose from. This is a great feature because it gives you options right away. If you don't like the first one, the second might be exactly what you were looking for. Listening to the results, Suno does a pretty good job. The vocals sound surprisingly human, with inflections and emotions that you wouldn't expect from an AI. The instrumental is solid, capturing that 80s vibe I asked for. The overall production quality is clean and professional. One of Suno's biggest strengths is its ability to handle lyrics and structure a song properly. It understands verses, choruses, and bridges, and it paces the song in a way that feels natural and logical. Suno also has a custom mode which gives you more control. You can input your own lyrics, specify the style of music, and give the song a title. This is perfect for when you have a specific vision in mind. You can also continue a song, adding new sections to extend it into a full-length track. This iterative process is fantastic for refining your creation. You can generate a chorus, then build verses around it, add a bridge, and even an instrumental solo. It's like piecing together a puzzle, and it's incredibly satisfying. However, Suno isn't perfect. Sometimes the vocals can sound a bit generic or lack a certain dynamic punch. And while the instrumentals are good, they can occasionally feel a little formulaic, like they're pulling from a library of pre-made loops rather than creating something truly unique from scratch. But for its ease of use and consistent results, Suno is a phenomenal tool, especially for beginners. Now, let's turn our attention to the new kid on the block. Udio burst onto the scene and immediately made waves, partly because it was co-founded by former researchers from Google's DeepMind. That's some serious brain power behind it. Right off the bat, Udio's interface feels a bit more streamlined, maybe even more pro. You have a single prompt box where you describe everything: the genre, the mood, instruments, and even vocal style. You can also paste your lyrics directly into this box. Let's give Udio the same challenge. I'll use the exact same prompt. Funky, upbeat 80s synth-pop track about a robot falling in love, along with the same lyrics. Let's hit create and see what Udio comes up with. Okay, wow. The first thing that jumps out is the instrumental quality. Udio's productions often sound richer, more complex, and more dynamic. The synths might have more layers, the drum machines might have more punch, and there's a certain depth to the sound that is seriously impressive. It feels less like a template and more like a bespoke composition. The vocals are also a standout feature. Udio often generates vocal performances that are incredibly expressive and unique. They can nail different accents, emotional tones, and stylistic flourishes that really bring the song to life. In our robot love song, the vocals might have a slightly more robotic, vocoder-like effect that fits the theme perfectly, something Suno might not have picked up on. One of Udio's killer features is its remix function. After you generate a clip, you can remix it to introduce new ideas, change the style, or just get a different take on the same section. This is an incredibly powerful creative tool. It encourages experimentation and can lead you down musical paths you never expected. Udio also excels at creating longer, more coherent instrumental sections. If you prompt it for an extended guitar solo or a dreamy synth interlude, it often delivers something that is not only technically impressive, but also musically compelling. This is where Udio really starts to feel less like a generator and more like a creative partner. But like Suno, Udio has its own quirks. Sometimes it can struggle a bit with lyrics. It might mispronounce words, sing them in an odd rhythm, or even chop them up in strange ways. It's getting better with every update, but it's something to be aware of. You might have to regenerate a section a few times to get the lyrical delivery just right. Also, because its results can be more complex, they can also be more unpredictable. You might not always get what you expect, which can be both a blessing and a curse. So, let's put them head-to-head for ease of use and reliability, especially with lyrics. Suno is currently a fantastic choice. It's a workhorse that consistently delivers good quality, well-structured songs. If you're new to AI music or have a clear lyrical idea you want to execute, Suno is your best friend. For instrumental quality, sonic complexity, and sheer creative potential, Udio has the edge. The richness of its sound and the expressiveness of its vocals can be breathtaking. If you're a producer, a sound designer, or someone who loves to experiment and be surprised, Udio will blow you away with its capabilities. It's a tool that rewards tinkering and exploration. Let's think about the pricing. Both platforms operate on a credit-based freemium model. You get a certain number of free credits each day or month, which allows you to generate a good number of songs. If you need more, you can subscribe to a paid plan. The free tiers for both are generous enough to let you fully explore their features before deciding to commit. This is great because it lets you personally decide which workflow and sound you prefer. Ultimately, the choice between Suno and Udio comes down to your personal goals and creative style. My advice: try both. They are both free to start. Spend a day on Suno and create a few structured songs. See how you feel about its workflow. Then spend a day on Udio. Push its creative boundaries, play with the remix feature, and listen to the sonic details. The beautiful thing is that there's no wrong answer here. Both Suno and Udio are incredible pieces of technology that are pushing the boundaries of what's possible in music. They are empowering a new generation of creators and changing the way we think about art. Whether you're making a heartfelt ballad, a high-energy dance track, or a weird experimental piece, these tools can help you do it. The field of generative music is moving at an incredible pace. By the time you watch this video, there will likely be new updates, new features, and maybe even new competitors. It's a super exciting time to be a creator. What do you think? Have you tried Suno or Udio? Which one is your favorite and why? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about the amazing music you're creating. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.